Welcome back, coaches and officials. This is the Week 5 video review for the ODAC and USA South conferences. Let's get to it. On this particular play, we're going to see that we have a deep kick that enters the end zone, untouched by our receiving team. But we also have a holding foul at about the 31-yard line by our receiving team.
Let's discuss the special enforcement for free kick plays. Fouls during kick plays have a previous spot enforcement unless they are governed by PSK provisions, which do not apply to free kick plays. There is no running play in this scenario in which we can enforce the foul using our 3-in-1 enforcement procedures. So the previous spot is our basic spot of enforcement in this scenario. The kicking team's options are to re-kick from the A45 or decline the foul and take the result of the play, the touchback. As always, understanding our enforcement procedures in Rule 10 of the rulebook are going to help us properly adjudicate these plays.
On this play, we correctly identified defensive offsides, live ball, foul simultaneous with the snap, and we get our flag in the air. But as this play progresses, you'll notice that as the ball is released by the quarterback, our short wings are static and don't move downfield. Remember, if we have a flag down for defensive offsides, the play is not over. We need to continue to officiate. After the flag is thrown, find your key and follow the progression of the play downfield. If we have a completion on this play, short wings, it's your responsibility to get that spot. Let's be better. Let's continue officiating till the end of the live ball action. And let's understand our coverage area. Don't leave our deep wings hanging. They know it's our spot, and they're trying to stay in front of the play.
On this play, we notice our defense is trying to substitute while our offense is not substituting. So we currently do not have substitution mechanics going on. The offense is about to snap the ball while the defense has 12 on the field. This is a flag for illegal substitution, something that all our deep should have at the snap. On this play, however, we only have one flag down. That's from our back judge. Deep wings, as well as our back judge, all three of you are responsible for counting the number of players on the defense. When we recognize a situation where we have 12 defenders on the field of play at the snap, all three of us should have a flag down. It's a good way to communicate that we're counting every play and that we're communicating with each other. 3 flags shows that we're doing a good job and we're adhering to our responsibilities on the field. On this play, we notice our defense is trying to On this play, we're going to key our tight end. And what we have here is a hold on the tight end. We're fortunate on this play that our deep wing is able to pick up this foul, and we see that flag coming in late. So good job here, but we got to talk about the other half of the play, and that's what happens after the ball becomes dead. So once again, you can key that tight end right there. You see that we have our hold, and we have our flag coming in, but now we have enemy combatants out of bounds on the sideline. After we throw this flag, these players need our attention. We need to be moving up the sideline and helping our short wing clean up this play out of bounds. Good job getting the flag, but that's not the end of the play. continue officiating, and make sure all these players get back on the field without any extracurricular activity.
On this play, we have an OPI alert. Key this motion man and watch where he goes once he leaves the line of scrimmage. Now, with this motion man, he's moving towards a defender, and he looks like he's almost willing to engage. Had the pass come to the wide receiver that is on the crossing route just in front of this contact, we would have had an offensive pass interference foul. But the quarterback chooses to go in a different direction and passes it to an offensive player in a different area of the field. We would not have offensive pass interference on this play. OPI, just like DPI, requires us to know when the advantage is gained and where the ball ultimately ends up. The contact between this motion man and the defender has no material impact on the outcome of the play and is not severe enough to rise to the level of a personal foul in any degree. So we can pass on this call, but it's something to be cognizant of when we're on the field.
This play was chosen for a variety of reasons, but it's a good opportunity for us to review our scrimmage kick responsibilities. Now, a scrimmage kick is just another scrimmage down with a special formation. Our responsibilities at the snap pretty much remain the same. Our deep wings have the number 1 receivers, or in this case, the gunners, in this formation. Our short wings have the number 2 receivers, or in this formation, the front of the shield. Our umpire is going to cover the snapper and the action around the snapper. But since we're in a scrimmage kick formation, we have to pay special attention to our defensive formations and making sure that area in front of the snapper is clear. And our referee still keys the gap between the snapper and the guard prior to the snap, but has primary responsibility for the kicker and a secondary responsibility for the shield. After the snap, our short wings need to look back and help with the shield until the ball crosses the line of scrimmage. Our umpire is going to make sure that snapper gets a free release after the ball is snapped, and then is going to turn around with the first wave. Here we have a holding foul in the backfield. Our referee, with his primary responsibility being the kicker, can't be held accountable for this flag, and our short wings need to pick up this foul. As we turn around, we have this first wave, so our umpire, you're a little late. We need to make sure we're moving along with our players down the field, and we could have a potential competitive matchup that we need to focus on. Let's make that spin around and start looking back towards where the ball is going to end up. Our second wave is our line of scrimmage responsibility, where we have our competitive matchups that have a delayed start off the line of scrimmage, and our short wing here actually picks up a holding foul on our receiving team. So good on you for getting this one. Our ball goes out of bounds, and this is a reminder that our deep wings are responsible for communicating with our white hat to get the spot. Hold your hand up high and move towards the original line of scrimmage until the referee chops you in. Now, unfortunately on this play, we make an error. And as we see our crew communicating right now, our line judge who threw the flag is informing the referee that we have a foul for holding. But as you saw previously on the clip, our foul was on the receiving team. When it's communicated into our white hat, you'll see that we report this foul as being a foul on the kicking team, which ultimately means that as we mark off this foul, we're marking it off in the wrong direction. Let's ensure that when we have a foul, We know who the foul is on, we report it correctly, and then we walk off the penalty correctly.
Errors such as these are unacceptable. Let's work hard to make the right call and ensure we don't have an issue like this upcoming Saturday.
On this play, let's talk about kick-catch interference. Kick-catch interference is the interference with a Team B player's opportunity to catch an airborne scrimmage or free kick that crosses the neutral zone. On this play, it is obvious that our receiver is interfered with, but we should not have a flag for KCI. If you watch the left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice that the player that makes contact with our receiver is held prior to getting to where the receiver is. And there's an exception for KCI that if a Team A player is blocked into the receiver, that there is not going to be a foul for kick-catch interference. On this play, we notice that we do have contact before the ball arrives, but we also have a flag down for that holding foul. Our back judge does not see that holding foul and only sees the contact with the potential receiver and throws a flag for kick-catch interference. These are the plays where crew communication is crucial. Our deep wing has all the information needed to take the back judge off of his flag and correctly adjudicate this play. We want to be able to enforce this holding flag, and we also want to ensure that we do not put Team A at a disadvantage because they are illegally or legally blocked into the potential receiver on Team B. Let's communicate and let's make sure we have all the information before we approach our white hat with our decision on the field.
And that's a wrap for the Week 5 video review. Let's keep hustling on the field. Let's get into the rule book, and let's make sure we're enforcing our fouls correctly. And as always, communicate. We cannot over-communicate with our coaches or our crewmates. And let's keep talking on the field to make sure everyone is engaged and active in every play. Let's have our best week yet this upcoming Saturday. Good luck, everyone.